Hi guys, it's Ray. We are starting something new today. I have this die cut pack here. I'm going to use the colored sides, but this is like a vintage ephemera Christmas package. It was from K & Company. I don't know if this is still available. I'm a scrapbooker, so I have stuff that's been around for God only knows how long. So I'm going to play with Mod Podge. Yay! I'm going to put some in a little medicine cup. And I'm going to Mod Podge these on one at a time. Oh, my Mod Podge has gloopies. But I'm going to Mod Podge them on one at a time. And this is the gloss. I think I have a bottle of the hard coat somewhere if I can find it. I may start mixing in. But I'm going to Mod Podge them on one at a time, and I'm going to go over the top of each one several times. I have the hard coat, so I'm probably going to switch to this when I start topping them. But I'm going to work on a 30-ounce skinny straight. I'm going to basically pick one image to start. And some of these duplicate. Some of them are glittered and some are not. I may work with some of the glittered ones. But it's a lot of vintage Santas and, you know, a couple little kids and stuff mixed in. So I'm going to layer and collage and hopefully fill in most of the white space. So I'm just going to start with one. I'm just going to put quite a bit of Mod Podge down to start. Ooh, way out of frame. I need to turn my other light on too. Hang on. There, that'll help a little bit, hopefully. So I am just going to start laying them on. And they're going to want to slip slide around. So this is going to be a fairly tedious process. And I'm going to get messy and have to stop and wash my hands several times. And I'm probably going to regret not base coating the cup like an off-white. But I wanted to jump in. I didn't have any projects planned. And so I'm going to get one started. And I'm not going to worry if I go over it some. But I'm just going to, and I'll probably get a, you know, one of those things in there, a football, at some point soon here. But I didn't quite go far enough over to put him there. I don't know, I was looking through stuff and found this pack and thought they could probably go in a cup. So I'm just going to hold it down for a second. And I need to get some more under this edge where it overlapped. So I'm going to actually put you guys into fast mo for this because I don't think you want to see me apply every single one of these. I do wish there were some smaller ones in here, and there are some little holly berries and leaves, and or are they mistletoe? Whatever. But I'm going to fill in and around with those. So I'm going to switch it to fast mo. I'm going to start filling in and start layering, and we'll see where we get. Okay, so I've got as much on there as I can cram on there. I'm going to pack the rest of these guys up. I'm going to let this coat dry thoroughly. Make sure all my edges are down. And then I am going to come back in and give it a good, probably 3 coats of the hard coat before I move on to epoxy. And I may come in at some point with a fine brush and just glitter in some white in the white spots. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go that far or not. So I'm just going to let this sit. I got these little edges all tucked down, so they should be good. And I'm going to let it dry for quite a good long while. I will be back. Okay, so I decided I'm going to ink around it because I didn't do my base a different color. I knew I was going to regret that, but I did it anyways. So I have a little bit of a bigger brush and a little bit of a smaller brush. I tested this section under Mod Podge, just got ink all over my hand, just to make sure the Mod Podge wasn't gonna smear the ink all over the place. So this is gonna be tedious. I'm not gonna make you guys watch every bit of this, but I am just gonna go in around the edges of everything, anywhere there's still white, and fill in with alcohol ink. So that is how I am going to be spending the next however long it takes me to get all the way around the cup. So like I said, I'm definitely not going to make you watch me do this. If I get a little bit over the edges of where the paper is, I'm not really worried about it. It's just going to make it look that much more antique-y. I mean, like, that was already shadows on that paper, so it's just going to kind of blend in and around. And again, I do have a smaller brush to work with as well. So, and then once I'm done with the whole thing, I'm going to give it a full coat of Mod Podge, let it dry, full coat of Mod Podge, let it dry, and probably one more full coat and let it dry, just so it's got a good base before I get to the epoxy. Because it's paper, it is mostly covered now, but not enough that I trust it not to like seep under any of the edges. And if I go straight to epoxy, the epoxy will get under there and turn it different colors and shiny and translucent, and it just won't look good. And I'm sure some of you don't think it looks good anyways, but I'm kind of digging it. So I'm going to shut this down, get this done, and I will be back once I have my 3 more coats of Mod Podge on and well dried to show you it under resin. I don't think I'm going to put another decal on it at all, though. I'd thought about putting a simple Merry Christmas or something, but I think I might just leave it as is. I think it's busy enough. Okay, I'm ready to get resin on this one. So I'm going to pour some off into a cup because I'm already mixed. And being that this is such a big cup, I'm going to give it quite a bit. I mean, I need a little stir stick. I'm going to give it a little bit of my touch of rose diamond dust, just for a little all over sparkle. Just a very little bit, though. So I'm going to get that mixed in. Just real quick. Because it's got Christmas colors to it. And this has several layers of Mod Podge at this point, so it should be fine. I am hoping. Getting my bottom done. Just the right shimmer. I love it. And this will need one more coat after this, but it'll just be a clear coat. Nothing earth-shattering or that's going to change its appearance in any way. I won't add any more additive to it after this. It's just going to need another coat to smooth it out because it does have a little bit of texture in the layers of paper. You know, like here where it overlapped and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to give it just a little bit more epoxy than I had mixed with the additive, just because I do still have a couple of dry spots. There. That should be enough. So, this might not be everybody's favorite, but I like the vintage feel to the images, and I liked my fix with the ink and the color I picked for the ink. I'm pretty pleased overall. So, I'm gonna pop this glove off. Actually, I'm not, because I'm gonna do another cup with the same stuff. So I'd rather not take this glove off just yet. Shortly though. I will bring you down for a close-up in just a little bit. Alright, so this has been spinning a bit. None of the paper appears to be wicking up any of the epoxy, so that's fantastic. I absolutely love this. I love the little bit of shimmer the diamond dust added, but yeah. That's it. Just a ephemera scrapbooking paper pack thingy. The two Santas on the bottom, coming around upside down. So, let me know what you think. Even if it's not to your taste, cups are always personal preference, and everybody does things a little differently or gets a little bit different of an idea. And like I said, I just happened to stumble on these looking for something else the other day and really wanted to get them on a cup. So this is what I chose to do. A vintage Christmas collage.